Hello guys, what's going on? Nice to see you guys again. So today I am going to do another explanation for this time it's Cambridge 16 and test 1, reading passage 1. I will teach you guys one of the best techniques that you can learn from it, that you can get really high score in IELTS reading. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm going to try to be like as slow as I can today. So you guys, just to make sure that you guys understand everything that I'm explaining here. So guys, all the time, what I do is it just doesn't change. I don't really care about the difficulty of the passage, and I start it the way I do all the time. Why we need to protect polar bears. Okay, it's clear. It's about the protection of polar bears. I have to just make it 100. Now let's read the first paragraph. Polar bears are being increasingly threatened by the effects of climate change, but their disappearance could have far-reaching consequences. They are uniquely adapted to the extreme conditions of the Arctic Circle, where temperatures can reach minus 40 degrees Celsius. One reason for this is that they have up to 11 centimeters of fat underneath their skin. Humans with comparative levels of adipose tissue would be considered obese and would be likely to suffer from diabetes and heart disease. Yet the polar bear experienced no such consequences. Okay, I'm not going to bother reading the whole passage, but get to the questions, and I will try to choose the one that actually takes me less time to do it. So true, false, not giving questions. Those are not difficult, but I would much prefer to do this one first. All right, one word. This is something I should not forget. Reasons why polar bears should be protected. Reasons. People think of bears as unintelligent. Okay, keyword. People think of bears as unintelligent and something. I need another adjective here. All right, people think of them. Reason. Reason for why. Okay. I need to find the word like synonym for unintelligent. Unintelligent, unintelligent, unintelligent. Something synonym, of course, guys. Although I'm saying unintelligent, I'm looking for a synonym like unintelligent, like not smart, or kind of stupid, or something like not stupid. But I will know it when I see it. I will definitely know when I see it. Okay, intelligent. We tend to protect animals we think are intelligent. So we're talking about like elephants and primates. No, we need polar bears. On the other hand, seem to be stupid. Okay, I was right. I didn't think that would be the synonym. Bears, unintelligent or stupid, and violent. As I know that I'm looking for an adjective, it just pops up. Violent. Okay. Okay. Now, question 9. However, this may not be correct. For example, in Tennoji Zoo, a bear has been using a branch. Okay, Tennoji Zoo, keyword. He's been using a branch as something. You know, guys, what branch is? Branch is like something that is like in a tree. The tree has like different kinds of how do we call that? Yeah, just branches actually. And this is called a branch. Okay, Tennoji Zoo, a tree branch. To dislodge a piece of meat. Has been observed making use of a tool. So he's using a tree branch as a tool to dislodge a piece of meat. You know what tool is? Tool means an instrument. So he can knock down or dislodge some meat. We read like both of it already. Although I'm trying to be slow, I just see the answer and can't resist to just write it already. A wild polar bear worked out a method of reaching a platform. Okay. Worked out a method, like figured out a method where something was located. Okay, article A. That means I need a noun starting with a consonant. Platform, platform, platform. Okay, this is all I need. Photographer. Yeah, if you are doing a computer-based IELTS, it's just easy. Like you just copy and paste. There's no way you can make a like a spelling mistake. Why? You see, like I just made one. Photographer. Polar bears have displayed behavior such as conscious manipulation of objects. Okay, they displayed behavior is conscious manipulation of objects, activity similar to something like manipulation. It's like. Okay, it's so something similar to a game. What appear to means like similar to be a game. So yes, exactly. They display behavior, conscious manipulation of objects, and activity. Once again, observe putting objects in piles. The objects, game. A behavior. These examples of a bear have greater creativity, problem-solving abilities than previously thought. So that's what we need. Same thing. Article A, starting with the consonants. Game is the only word that matches. Bears may also display emotions. For example, they may make movements if disappointed when hunting. Okay, if they are disappointed, if they are sad, they can make movements suggesting something. Frustration or disappointment. Okay, suggesting. Let me look for what I'm looking for here. Bears may also display emotions. For example, they may make movements suggesting if disappointed when hunting. Suggesting frustration, maybe. Suggesting anecdotal, suggesting this, suggesting snow, no. Suggesting kill, no. Yes, that's it. Like just frustration. Hit out at ice. Okay. So, but actually, disappointment means frustration. Like, I just don't understand why would they reuse the same word, but it just seems to be the answer. Yeah, suggesting frustration and disappointment. But it's like if you translate, if you synonymize it, like it's gonna be very funny. They may make movements suggesting frustration if frustrated when hunting, something like that. Yeah. Anyways, now, okay, guys, what's really easy for us is let's have a look at what part of the passage we have touched. So we have touched on this part until this part. That means seemingly we're going to need only this part for our true, false, not given questions. Polar bears suffer from various health problems due to the fats under their skin. Do they? I just read the first paragraph. People suffer from it, like diabetes or something. Yet polar bear, yeah, people suffer from diabetes and disease if they have fat, but polar bear experience no such thing. That means false. Okay, study done by Liu, keyword, and his colleagues compared different groups of polar bears. They compared different groups of polar bears, comparing different groups of polar bears. Genetic structure of polar bears with that of their relatives from a warmer climate, brown bears. Okay, so they compared polar bears with brown bears. So it's not a polar bear. Brown bear is a different kind of animal. False again. And again, these guys, like the colleagues, were the first researchers to compare polar bears and brown bears genetically. Were they first to do that? This allowed them to determine the genes that have allowed polar bears to survive in one of the toughest environments on Earth. Polar bears had a gene known as APOB, which reduces levels of low-density lipoproteins, bad cholesterol. Okay, this is like completely unknown to us, so it's not given. We don't know if they did it first or not. Polar bears are able to control their level of bad cholesterol genetically. Okay, are they? This allowed them to determine the genes that allow polar bears to survive in one of the toughest environments. Okay. Had a gene which reduces bad cholesterol. Okay, so true. Yeah, their gene is super magical. Female polar bears, now female, okay. Able to survive 6 months, keyword, no food. Female. Bones show reduced density, usually caused by insufficient exercise. Reduced calcium intake or food starvation. Bone tissue is constantly being remodeled, meaning that bone is added or removed. Female polar bears can survive 6 months without food, can they? Comes around, they will dig maternity dens in the snow and will remain there throughout the winter, both before and after the birth. Results in about 6 months of fasting. Fasting means not eating food, depleting their own calcium and calorie reserves. Despite this, their bones remain strong and dense. They can survive easily. True. Now, it was found that bones of female bears were very weak. Oh, I just read this. That's false. Their bones were as dense as it could, as dense as it was, as dense as they were like before they went on this pregnancy rest. The polar bear's mechanism for increasing bone density. Okay, their mechanism for increasing bone density could be used by people one day. Can it? Pregnant bears were able to increase the density of their bones before they started to build their nests. In addition, 6 months later, they finally emerged from the den with their cubs, and there was no evidence of significant loss of bone density. Hibernating brown bears do not have this capacity and must therefore resort to major bone reformation in the following spring. If the mechanism of bone remodeling can be understood, many bedridden humans could potentially benefit. Okay, we can benefit from that one day. Yes. So now let's have a look at this. False, false, not given. True, true, false, true. Violent tool, meet photographer, game, and frustration. Let's have a look. You guys make sure to follow it like very carefully and cautiously because I'm teaching you one of the best techniques ever. False, false, not given. True, true, false, true. All correct. All right, guys. I mean, that's pretty much how we do it. So make sure to use the same technique over and over again, and you will be polishing it and you will master it. And trust me, you will just forget about like even worrying about your reading passage in IELTS. It's also really helpful if you guys read a lot of articles and stuff like that, because that skill doesn't come that easily unless you are exposed to lots of reading. So yeah, that would be my key for today. Make sure you guys like watch it, learn, enjoy, and hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification button so you can like be one of the earliest to get my new explanations. And make sure to share, like, comment. That's all I can ask for you guys. So guys, Anyways, have a great day. See you next time.